Okay, now gears. What you have gone through gears and how many design questions you can attempt, how much you are thorough. It is simply based on your practice. Lot of at least one or two typical questions using the correct reference, either recorded video or notes or textbook. You have to practice using a standard design data book followed with the SI unit. Now this question, a motor shaft rotating at 1440 rpm has to transmit 15 kW power to a low speed shaft running at 500 rpm. A 20-degree pressure angle, full depth involute system of gear tooth is used. The pinion has 25 teeth. Both gear and pinion are made of cast iron, having allowable static strength of 55 megapascal. Design suitable spur gear drive and check the design for dynamic load and wear. I already told you in the previous discussion, my intention is not to solve the design university questions. I am giving some demonstration which will help you how to proceed with your design numericals. Here also you can listen me and try to locate what is the approximate guidelines to solve this design question. Here this is simply a spur gear design problem. For this, all of you might have been seen separate specific, at least 10 pages are available in the machine design data book for spur gear, helical gear and bevel gear and special type of gears. In this, 3-4 pages are fully available for spur gear design and helical gear design. So read this question again and go to the relevant page. The first equation is center distance. I am not reading the equation. You may be having the design data book. Using the center distance equation, a lot of parameters are there. For example, I, sigma c, capital E, M, T, I, psi, etc. These are all directly or indirectly related with the dimension of the gear. And when you locate the gear, some dimension will be unknown. Basically, you have to understand one concept in your mind that it is not this paper especially, even though compared to other papers, machine design is not at all a mathematical paper. We are using mathematics. For that reason, when you substitute some data, again some 2-3 unknowns will be there. For that only, data book explains clearly for which material, which value, which compressive pressure, which tensile pressure, which is the angle, everything you can assume. Only provided you have to write down the number of page and argue the statement. Then if you are taking such data, you can directly go to your equation, substitute. Here the first method is center distance. Center distance, I told you it will be unclear for some students. Therefore, please understand that my intention is not solving this question now. I am giving some demonstration only. Later on I will tell you what to do. So using the center distance equation, I will repeat again. I plus or minus 1 cubic root of 0.74 divided by sigma c whole square into capital E into mt divided by I into psi. I am not explaining the notation. Clearly, 1, 2 page clearly explaining the notations in your data. You may be having the data book. Without data book, never you can attend the examination, never you will pass the examination. Now the COVID situation, online examination, K2 examination, that's a different thing. Never you can attend. Please understand. This is a special situation that is different. But unless you are not following a correct reference and a correct data book, even though with this demonstration itself you can design a spur gear, because I am giving the guidelines. The same thing is available in the textbook also. But what I am not doing is I am not solving the question step by step. That's all. So this here when you substitute, what is the benefit is automatically you are getting lot of parameters. Once you are followed with that, center distance, addendum, lot of other dimensions are also followed. Material is followed. Pinion and the rotor and gear and pinion, both dimensions are followed. So for example, pinion teeth 25, but about the other gear teeth, it is not mentioned. That also will be followed. Like that, almost full idea regarding the geometry of the gear and pinion will be followed along with the substitution in the correct equations. Correct equation, I mean, spur gear, it is a relevant design equation is given in the data book is regarding the center distance. Center distance is greater than or equal to, like that. When you substitute this equation, again you have to go for check for some other equation. That is why last part of this question they are asking check the design for dynamic load and wear. When you check that, when you do that part, check the design for dynamic load and wear, again data book equations are there. You need not derive any equation, you need not by heart any equation. Checking the equation for dynamic load and wear is directly available in the data book, the next page. And when you substitute that, you can see that it will not be tallying sometimes. When if suppose it is not tallying, what you have to do is, first equation, center distance equation I mentioned, is you have to rectify, modify some parameter you have substituted using the basic theory of materials related theory or some theory. Because suppose for example cast and you have selected some range, suppose the range is mentioned, you have selected one value arbitrarily you are substituting. It is not satisfying during the checking, last step, design, checking the load and wear. You can understand that design selection, selected parameter, some parameter is wrong, some parameter is correct. That time what you have to do is, if some range value, again you take some other value in the same range, substitute. By trial and error method, finally again check the load equation. When you are satisfied, you can say that the selected value for parameter all are correct according to the given condition, then that is the final stage. So this is the guideline. I am not sure that with this much of type of guideline whether you benefited or not, I don't know. I think that which reference, what type of reference, what data book, how to get the equations, what is the sequence, up to that you can follow using my demonstration now. More than that, will be very difficult to follow when you do the actual calculation, because you have the calculator. When you substitute, you may be having some other doubt which I cannot clear unless I take a chalk and duster or some board using a marker now. That you will see later. If the time permits, we will directly go to the solutions later. Now all the students using this demonstration take some papers, try to work out, directly go to the design aspects using your materials. Because you may be having earlier video recorded, you may be having some other material, you may be having textbook, definitely you should have a data book also, and with this guidance you locate this problem. And this is a spur gear question. Next question available in your KTU question paper is helical gear. I told you they are systematically arranged the equations, design equations in the data book. Those students able to attend systematically in a 100% manner a spur gear, a teacher may not be required to solve a helical gear, because same procedure, same type of center distance equation, same type of monitoring the substituting the data, same type of feedback coming the feedback. If the feedback is wrong, coming back the equation, correcting the equation, 2-3 times you have to do that trial and error. 2-3 times, sometimes in a single attempt the final checking will be correct. That is the sequence of design of the gears, all gears, either it is spur or helical or bevel. So here also for that condition, at least to use your data book, minimum conditions are given, minimum data. A helical gear speed reducer is to be designed, rated power of the speed reducer 75 kilowatt at a pinion speed of 1200 rpm. Speed ratio is 3:1. For medium shock conditions and 24-hour operation, design the gear pair. Teeth are 20 degree full depth involute in the normal plane at a helix angle of and the helix angle is 30 degree. When you read the question, some students may be afraid. This is a lot of unknown data with complicated, nothing is there. Suppose you open the data book and you open in front of you and again you read this question. Suppose you know the procedure, how to start and how to finish. Everything is followed automatically in the data book. Everything is followed. For that only textbooks are written. If you refer a good textbook, the textbook also will be telling some table number, but actually that table number is data book. Some table number with some deviated value, that's okay, I agree. But basically all the tables available in the textbooks are related to actual data in the data book. So you need not follow the tables and all. You have to always depend upon the data book. So once you solve, it will be 100% clear. Unless otherwise, at least if you listen this demo, at least you try from your level. So helical gear, I am not very much particular about 75 kilowatt, 1200. These are the essential part of the gear before referring the data book and before utilizing your equations. Here helical gear, you see the equation central distance greater than or equal to means at least it should be equal to or slightly, because I told you when you take and substitute the values, it depends upon the data book values. Range, suppose it is 13, another student will be taking 15, another student will be taking 17. So that's why it is written greater than or equal to. Nothing is there. So anyway, it should be nearer. Not greater means not instead of 20, it should not be 50. 20 means either it will be 18, 19 or 21, 22. Up to that range you can select. So here the CC I plus or minus 1, again cubic root of 0.7 divided by sigma C E into MT divided by I into psi. What I have announced the earlier equation with a slight modification, because helical slightly the roots are helical, instead of spur it is parallel. So that modification you can visualize in the equation itself, a small modification. So I told you nothing to be conscious about the equations. Equation is not by heart. Equation itself it indicates that the procedure for spur gear and helical gear are 100% same. A student, you can design a spur gear question, no doubt you can design a helical gear also. So that's what you will see. With what is my opinion is, when you hear and when you are, if you are confident, you should be confident because you have to attend the university examination. When you are reaching some grip or some confidence level, you take all your materials and finally you select one material, because machine design and almost all numerical papers in our mechanical engineering, instead of referring lot of textbook, best option is you always select one reference. Reason is, if you refer more than one reference, the notations will be different, concept wise explanation will be different, so it will lead to confusion. Anyway, for better concept you can read more than textbook, but for the final understanding and for before appearing the examination, best option is you should select a correct, authentic and understandable language textbook. That is, and notation for the notation benefit. Suppose one textbook they will be telling A for central distance, another textbook they are telling maybe X. So how to understand is a complication. So in order to avoid that confusion, machine design like a paper, always stick on one reference. Even though you have a lot of reference for your better understanding, that is okay, but for solution wise and for exam point of view, always depend on one reference. So this question you have to do. How to do the after 2-3 minutes I will tell you. And 5A, B, C are theoretical questions. I not state and explain law of gearing with a neat sketch. Law of gearing, all the gear chapters are there. Give an account on different mode of failure of gear teeth. When it is rubbed with a high speed, the teeth are broken or damaged depending upon the materials that you have to explain. Whether it is ductile or brittle material, based on that it will be changing. And nowadays the things are changed, updated, the materials, material composition, the gear design and all that you have to update using the Google search. Earlier materials available in the data book and textbooks are obsolete now. In industries and manufacturing companies of gear, they have also updated the materials composition and all. That you have to update. Explain why dynamic factors need to be considered in the design of gears. Dynamic factor, because it is when it is dynamic, we are expecting a lot of abnormal problems in the gears. So that way you have to argue. So design a connecting rod of I section for an IC engine running at 1800 rpm and developing a maximum pressure of 3.15 Newton per millimeter square. Diameter of the piston is 100 mm. Mass of the receiving parts per cylinder is 2.25 kg. Length of connecting rod is 380 mm. Stroke of the piston is 190 mm and the compression ratio is 6:1. Take a factor of safety 6 for the design. Maximum allowable bearing pressure at a big end and a small end are respectively 10 Newton per millimeter square and 15 Newton per millimeter square. Density of material of the rod may be taken as 8000 kg per meter cube and allowable stress in the bolt as 85 Newton per millimeter square and the cap as 80 Newton per millimeter square. These are the data given for a connecting rod design. Here, connecting rod, piston rod and camshaft etc. are a part of or components of any reciprocating type mechanisms, majorly in internal combustion engines. Internal combustion engine is only one example for reciprocating mechanism. Like that, lot of reciprocating mechanisms are there. Any reciprocating mechanism, connecting rod will be available. Even though some other modification also available nowadays, but a connecting rod is connected with the piston rod, then camshaft. Camshaft is connected to shaft, so that finally the shaft rotation is available. It is maybe possible in the reverse wise also. Either it is a generating machine, means it has to start from the inside of the piston. If it's a absorbing machine, it has to go flow in the reverse process. Finally, from the shaft to camshaft, then connect to like that. Reverse also possible. Both are possible. So here, design part, using these are the data. You will not be familiar with this data unless you attend the problem. You will be very familiar and will be confident only if you go through one page in that design data. Page number I am not mentioning because each year they are modifying the revision of the data book. So page number will be different from year to year. That's why I am not mentioning the page number. Anyway, here one page fully from starting to end using all these data connected with this data. The design equations are available for connecting rod. It is clearly mentioned that I section. For the I section, what is the width, what is the thickness, etc. are mentioned directly here. The student know the page number of the connecting rod. Using this data, we can tackle the question at least 5-10% with the help of a textbook also. Maybe because some confusion will be there. So unless otherwise, how to start, where to finish the design equation may be a confusion. So at least with the use of any reference like a textbook or some other video, you can start or initiate the design process using one test. Full first equation they are selling the gas pressure because IC engine they are given. The equation is available. Then inertia force is available. Then net effective force is available. For that you are reducing the axial force. Then using the combined with it, that equation or connected with this the sum of the data, one equation is derived that is called Johnson's formula. Fa by n is equal to sigma y by n into 1 minus sigma y by 4 pi square into E into La divided by k square all bracket. Such an equation is available. Nothing to worry. For demonstration only I am telling equations are available. That's why you have your own equation in your data book. Need not by heart, only you have to remember the page number sometimes, how to refer connecting rod. When you can expect such questions in university, you understand that some page is available in the data book. at least show some procedure wise concept using the textbook or something, how to substitute. Because here also very convenient using the data, because once you use the equation is the SI unit equation, one benefit. Second benefit is all the notations are clearly explained in the data book. A, B, C, X, Y, P, Q, anything. You need not ask anybody, we not refer any other textbook. Notation, once it is clear, that notation you can take from the question. You can substitute. And units are also mentioned clearly, whether it is Newton per millimeter square, whether it is Newton per meter square. As a final year student, I will not tell you how to convert Newton per millimeter square to Newton per meter square. But to be careful when you are substituting, suppose in the question Newton per millimeter square is given, suppose you directly substitute, final answer will be wrong. You have to convert all to SI unit, and SI unit it is Newton per meter square. Newton per meter, that conversion you have to do. Nobody will tell you. Unless you do that correction, final answer will be wrong. Answer will be wrong. Design will be wrong. Design step will be correct because you have used the correct equation, but the substitution is wrong. Therefore, final answer will be wrong. Such a care you should take, because as a final year I not guide like that for you, because you have done lot of numerical problems up to this stage, lot of theory papers you have passed with very good marks. Now this is one of the paper in 8, that's all, but it's a slightly different type of paper. It is not attack, we are not attacking by means of simply our mathematics, we are attacking by means of real sense, practical sense, with a lot of practical and empirical thumb rule equations available in the data book. For that there are full flexibilities there. In machine design, normally during the valuation also, in the university level valuation also, least preference will be given for the final answer. That does not mean that suppose it's a shaft design question, suppose the correct answer is 15 centimeter, you suppose your answer is 150 meter, not like that. A shaft never be, or maybe available or not, I don't know, I cannot answer. But according to our imagination, 150 meters diameter shaft, you can imagine. Such error should not commit. 15 centimeter shaft means it can be 16 or 17 or 80. That allowance is given for machine design, even though you will get 100% credit for that. Or 13, 12, 11, like that range will be given. Even though you are 15, your answer will be can start from 11 to maybe 18. That's why I am telling you this is not a mathematical oriented paper. Suppose a mathematical oriented paper like fluid mechanics and all, final answer if it is 15 centimeter, it should be 15 centimeter. Design is not like that, range, because you have selected some other material, you have selected some other pressure range, you have selected some other clearance value. That's why it is possible. So connecting road, I told you this is not a solution class. Numerically I need some marker, board and all, which is not available with me now, because recently only joined in your college. That limitation also there. But you cooperate with your design paper and design data book and design reference, not with me. If you cooperate with your design data book, design textbook or other reference, and if you listen seniors like us, what is the guidance, and if you sit yourself with your white paper and pen, I hope that it will be clicked without any confusion. Such confusions again will continue. And connecting load, you see finally they have shown the pressure variation diagram also. That diagram is not asked in this question, that you can accept, but anyway cross section dimension, A means what? Area of cross section directly given, and for that T means length of T is the thickness. Thickness is given. Thickness you will get because they have given some empirical relation 11 T square area. So area will be deduced from the previous equation. So 11 T square already given the thumb rule or empirical relation. Using 11 T square you can go for thickness. If you get the thickness you will get the width. Like that. So only thing is that using this demonstration, at least this is the plan of attacking such problems without any seriousness or without any problem. You have the data book, that itself is the confidence. Only thing is that 5% you have to elevate your level, at least which way how to use the equation. For that you can use such my demonstration, other videos, other textbooks like that. Once you one or two problem in any area, if you solve, I am very sure that as a senior, any type of design questions in the next examination, you can attend without any confusion and problem. I told you final answer also will be correct for you, but it should not be a blunder. Instead of 15 centimeter, it should not be 150 meter. Instead of 15 centimeter, we are welcome your answer, maybe 11 to 18. Such variation is possible. I section usually preferred in the case of, and that you read the textbook. I don't remember answer for this question. Why I section is selected for connecting load. All the connecting load chapter you go through that. Explain the main function of piston in an internal combustion engine. Make out a systematic classification of pressure vessel and discuss the role of statutory regulations. That is, may not be available in the design data book and design textbooks. You have to read internal combustion engine chapters. As the main function of piston in an internal, everybody knows that. What is the function of piston? Piston is the actuating member, because a reciprocating mechanism, actually a piston is the starting moment. What is the starting moment? It is the linear, 100% linear motion. Then piston rod comes. Piston rod, what is the movement? Partially rotary and partially linear. Then comes connecting rod, fully piston rod. That's also partially linear and partially rotary. Then comes camshaft, fully rotary. This is what the seconds we expect, from fully linear to fully rotary, because we know that the most convenient form of rotation most convenient form of movement is rotation for mechanical engineers. Why? Because rotation only we can think of our generators or motors, reverse machine motor and other machine generator. Using the rotation theory only, we are generating the electricity. That is the concept we already have. Using that information only, we are designing our reciprocating mechanisms, from starting from completely linear to finishing to completely rotary. That's why we are thinking of, we have already have our ancestor engineers already identified such a mechanism called reciprocating mechanism. That is the answer for ATA. Main function. You can use this argument for A. Make out a systematic classification of pressure vessel and discuss the role of statutory regulation. Pressure vessel design equations are available in the data book. For the answering this question, you have to refer HMT textbook, Eaton Mass Transfer textbook, pressure vessels. Pressure vessel classifications directly given, you go through and write. Then seamless cylinder with a storage capacity 0.025 meter cube is subjected to an internal pressure of 8 MPa. The length of the cylinder is twice its internal diameter. The cylinder is made of plain carbon steel. Ultimate stress 380 megapascal and a factor of safety 2.5. Determine the dimension of the cylinder. It's a pressurized cylinder design, internal pressure. So using the pressure, that pressure has to withstand inside the cylinder. For that, what is the thickness and what is the length, what is the contact area, etc. You have to decide. For that, I think your textbook will be helping you reference rather than the design data book. Design data book, at least you can go for materials and material properties, and these pressure values will be available. But normally, basic equations you have to shoot this question. Pressure vessel design. That chapter partly is available in the design data book, partly you have to refer heat and mass transfer textbooks. Enumerate the various types of flat belt drive. I am not explaining that. Belt drive I already gone through. So belt design, various designs you have to remember and write. Roller chain. Explain galling of roller chains. Galling means what? Because chain and belt and rope and chains are used for transmitting power from one area to other. So there will be some physical process called loose and all. For that it will be leading to loss of power also. Connecting with those idea, somebody has identified some terminology, maybe called galling. Such a way you can answer that question. But the final answer, final correct argument, you have to refer the textbook. Design a flat belt drive for a compressor running at 670 rpm, which is driven by a 25 kW 1340 rpm motor. Space is available for a center distance of 3 meter. Belt is open type. Very simple question. Very simple question, because any textbook the procedure is available. It's a flat belt design, is not flat belt drive. See, a typical question I have now, what they have done is the two belt, one rotor and one rotating, two area. One is called pulley, and the other one is called the shaft. So from one end to other end the power is transmitting. For that the equations are basic equations only. Speed ratio you can write in the form of diameter ratio. For that you can locate all the speed and all the diameter, all the diameters, 2 diameter, and then you have to go for the slip value. Slip, if it is not mentioned in this question, so you can take 100%. Slip will be 0. No slip system. So now what you have to find? Design a full design we have to do. If you follow like that, the center distance L, you can already derived equations is available in the reference, and same equation is available in the data book also. Now you can take your data book. Center distance using the diameter value in the form of radius r1 plus r2. For example, L is equal to pi into r1 plus r2 plus 2x plus r1 minus r2 square divided by x. Such an expression or modified equation in the with the correction factor in the design data book is available. So use that equation, try to locate the central distance. If you follow up to this, that means that central distance, flat central distance, and the diameter of two rotors and the speed, main dimensions are over. Now the flat thickness. Again, particularly if you refer the data book, flat minor details are also available. I hope the demonstration may not be that much clear for you, because I have not solved the question systematically by step, that's why. But anyway, what I am telling is, this is a very simple equation, simple question what compared to the previous questions. This question you have to tackle by means of basic concept of belt drive. One or two equation you have to take from the data book. If you know that idea, definitely within 5 minutes you can finish this question, design questions. So I hope you have not understood my demonstration for the final solution, but I hope with this guidance, at least all the students in the SAT 8th semester class who are hearing this can, without any confusion, with the available materials and data book, you can go ahead for the solutions or design solutions for all the questions. Almost each part exact design, numerical design question is available. Again, you have to expect for university examination. Along with that, small side by side small illustration questions are also available. Illustration questions are also very important, because that is the understanding. Some answer will be available in the textbook, some answer you have to guess. Anyway, I am not spending much time in this video. I listen means very good, but this should be benefited for you. That's the aim. I will be uploading this, but before that I will tell you one thing. All of you, all the students, final semester, for your benefit, not for my benefit, you solve this question whatever information you have, whatever material you have, anyway, without any compromise, you have to solve all the questions. This question paper, as well as I will upload one more question paper, 2 university question paper, you have to solve immediately. I will give you 3-4 days. After 4 days, by some Google Meet and all, we will discuss that. So today itself I will be uploading this, and after 3-4 days, that discussion will be available in the form of numericals, final answer, etc. That you have to cooperate for your benefit, because examination is very nearby, 22. There is no other option. That is the one reason I have not gone for a systematic solution. It will take a 3-4 times, because if you, some students, if you listen and understand the guidelines, utilizing this information, if you enter to textbook and data book, that may be more than sufficient, because already you have some information with the RAM procedures are also before I come here. Because my method is, once you do, it should be perfect, otherwise no benefit for the students. So I hope students can be utilizing this type of information. So 2 question paper I will be uploading, 2 question paper at least, for your confidence, increasing the confidence. That confidence is not a very don't take it silly. I am sure that if you solve these 2 university level questions, there will not be any problem for you for attending the final examination coming for machine design, because you will be referring lot of pages, lot of equations, lot of confusions, lot of pages in the reference. That itself is the learning of machine design. No external member can help you. Even though I solve 2-3 problem also and listen the video record also, suppose you are not doing the systematic problem systematically in your white sheet, in the examination, either it is online or any other type of method, no benefit. Once you do the problem and you are controlling which page, which equation, which area, which textbook, which standard equation, etc., at least you have that concept. That only will help you for the final examination. Now it is online. I don't know. That is another method. There are maybe different methods that I am not bothered. But anyway, for getting the paper, getting the question, getting the design aspect, that is the suitable and final. I am not telling that other things are not needed. Other things are needed. That's why you are reached that stage for shooting one problem. That's why you are reached that stage. So all other stages are important, but the final and most suitable method you have to do, you have to solve 2 questions, even though you are busy with some other theory papers, study and all, assignment, quizzes and all, and project works and all. That is that is not an excuse for solving this question. You have to do, because once you complete the course, you are absolutely free. Once you complete the course, and if you are performing well, some company will take you. Need not be IT company. Some other company also will take you. So for that I will arrange a separate session for you. Now you have to do is, without any reason and excuse, you solve 100% with your materials. If you don't have material, you ask your friends or seniors. Now Corona time, you should be careful when you are going to another house and taking the material. You should wash your hand with the soap 15 seconds, 20 seconds I think as per. That process you have to do. Don't forget that. So you immediately going to another house, neighbor and all other friends and getting the textbook. That is now complicated situation now. For those you have to take remedies. Anyway, should not be, the excuses will not be accepted here for solving these 2 university questions. These 2 university questions definitely 100% all the students has to solve, and you need not to submit. In the next discussion you have to produce. After that discussion I will tell you to submit online. Okay, all the students has to do, because with your, I can assess whether you are done or you are copied from others. I will assess it after the 3-4 days. I will conduct one discussion class. After that discussion, you have to submit one by one. Then only I can put minimum such internal assessment marks for you. Otherwise, your internal assessment mark will be, I will decide, because it is in my, because if you are not performing, why I should give the internal assessment mark? If you are performing up to our standards, up to our level, need not be exactly as per the rules. Rules will not help the people sometimes, but the objective should be clear. So up to the standard if you are performing, then I have no hesitation to give sufficient marks in machine design. Otherwise, suppose I understand that you are not sincere in attending the papers, especially in machine design, then I will reduce, definitely I will reduce the marks. So not only for marks, at least for future, these two university question, at least you should be safe for the university examination 22 onwards. At least for that reason, 100% you will solve this question too, and after 3-4 days we will continue the discussion again. Thank you.